So, I read a yaoi. Yes, this is the intro of the video. I don't know how to start this video at all. I got nothing for you. So, we're just gonna move on now. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've always wanted to try reading a BL manga, but I just wasn't sure which one to start off with. I could have started off with Given, Sasaki Miyano, or Killing Stalking, and yes, I know this is not a manhwa. Wait, this is a fuck! And yes, I know this is a manhwa, but it's close enough to a manga, so we're gonna roll with it. That's an example I have now. Or you know, I could have just watched Boku no Pico instead. I wanted to start off with this one right here, because with a name like that, how could this not pique your interest? It's a literal shitpost. It's a meme. The name is dumb. And when I had the opportunity to open this volume up at a Barnes & Noble, because, you know, this one, it's usually wrapped, the first thing I saw was, you know what, let me not go into detail with what I saw, because I'm pretty sure I would get nuked if I did. Just know what, I'm not reading it. And there's also this one, which also has the same issue as the other one. I'm just like, what's up with BLs being so goddamn horny? But would you like to know that a certain series came out in print physically that I've always wanted to read, and it just so happens to be a BL, and that manga is The Summer Hikaru Died. Okay, let me just preface this by saying I probably picked the least yaoi I could have picked, so I'm sorry to all the fujoshis that happened to stumble upon this video, but I didn't pick your standard yaoi. I apologize. The story starts off with two high school boys trying their best not to die of a heat stroke during the hot Japanese summer. Just trying to cool down, buying some ice cream at a dagashi shop. They have a little discussion between themselves, you know, just two bros talking it out, you know, nothing seems that too out of the ordinary. Until Yoshiki asks his friend Hikaru a very simple question. You ain't the real Hikaru, are ya? Okay, I was trying to make that sound dramatic, but with the way it's written down, with a weird country accent that they have going on, there's no way in hell I could have done that. So pretend this is at least dramatic. To which Hikaru initially responds with confusion, only for Hikaru to start rotting and turning into some Lovecraftian monster who confesses his love to Yoshiki and threatens to kill him if he doesn't accept him. Oh yeah, this happens in the first 6 pages of the first chapter. When I came into this story, I was expecting, you know, dudes kissing, or a romance between two dudes, you know, something wholesome, not demonic Cthulhu creatures. And it's not even Hikaru that's a demonic creature. This old lady right here is even scarier than Hikaru himself. I got freaked out more about this old woman than I did the reveal of Hikaru's actual weird blob form. This manga is downright creepy and eerie as all hell, and not in a super edgy way either. The use of sound effects and shading makes this manga actually freak me the hell out, and before anyone says, it's just like, oh, what do you mean the sound effects? Like, do you actually hear the sound effects in your head? No, just read it, or look at these. They're like, this is creepy. I don't care what you say. And this is saying a lot because, horror manga doesn't really do much for me or scare me at all. So that's an achievement this manga has. This manga is like Dark Gathering, and yes, this is the comparison. This is what I'm comparing it to because that's the only other horror manga I have read, if you want to count Dark Gathering as one. As it goes into the supernatural side of the horror genre, because the town and Yoshiki start getting attacked by ghosts and other creatures that are not from this world. I wonder what could be attracting all these things. Maybe it has something to do with an all-powerful creature that's near our protagonist at all times. Yeah, I'm talking about Hikaru for those of you who couldn't tell. And while I'm on the topic of Hikaru, this thing, whatever it is, doesn't even know how to act human. I mean, it does have the memories and personality, but it's the memories and personality of an immature high school boy, which does sound bad until you realize that this thing is weirdly attached to Yoshiki and will kill anything that gets in its way of what it wants. But that's the biggest mystery of this manga. What the hell is Hikaru? We get hints thrown at us from some of the side characters on just what this thing is. It could be some kind of yokai. It could be some kind of ghost, which I guess is a yokai, but we're gonna roll with that. It could be the literal devil. Or it could just be a yandere demon blob that just wants a depressed emo boy bussy. Sorry, I'm sorry. I will never say bussy on this channel again. I just saw the opportunity to write it in the script and I just went for it. The relationship between Yoshiki and Hikaru is basically Hikaru enjoying life in this new body and memories, and meanwhile Yoshiki's just like Yoshiki accepting this new Hikaru and pretending nothing is wrong is a whole new level of copium. He has this dilemma whether he should distance himself or keep lying to himself to keep this thing around as a replacement for his best friend, regardless of how dangerous it is. But the thing is, Yoshiki doesn't even know why he's accepting this thing, regardless of all the warnings he's received from everyone around him. It's insinuated that he had feelings for Hikaru before he died, and that's not a spoiler. It's literally in the title. It can't be a spoiler if it's in the title. But now that he is gone and replaced with the version of his friend that actually likes him, he's just constantly jumping through hoops just so it makes sense in his mind, and we often see this man having like full-blown panic attacks and like mental breakdowns. And as someone who has mental breakdowns often, these are really well done because this is exactly how it feels like when you're losing your fucking mind. But much like all of us, Yoshiki ignores all the red flags and adopts the correct mindset. If it's broken, you can fix it. My guy really said I could fix it. And as I was reading this, I thought I was going to get an answer on what this thing is at the end of Volume 2. However, when I finished Volume 2 and I saw that nothing was answered, I did some research and realized that this is an ongoing series. And that Volume 4 is coming out this month. And that my dumbass thought that this series was done at 2 volumes. I don't know where I got the impression that this series was only 2 volumes. Maybe if I did my research beforehand instead of being a dumbass, I wouldn't be so confused going into this. I think it's because I heard that this on the next Anime Awards, and I heard that it was 2 volumes out, and I thought that it was finished at 2 volumes. But hey, at least you guys now know it's an ongoing series now, and that I now have a manga I need to keep up with. That I don't know if this is a monthly or weekly series, but yeah, I gotta keep up with this now. I went into this thinking it was going to be a standard yaoi, but instead I got a really good horror mystery manga with a little BL thrown in there. I was also expecting some spicy scenes or something, but because from what I've seen from the other BLs I've briefly looked at, that's just what I thought they were all like. I mean, the lewdest part, if you want to call it lewd, in the first 2 volumes is the part where Yoshiki shoves his whole arm into Hikaru's hole. Okay, he does go inside Hikaru, but in a more creepy way. It's not the way that you guys are thinking. But who knows? Maybe in the later chapters, the later volumes, as the story goes on, we might get some hardcore, brutal, gay sex. Hey, thank you guys for watching that. Thank you for watching this video. This was a weird one. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell. I don't know. Yeah, professional YouTuber in the making, am I right? Yeah, hope you guys have a good day, night, or evening, or whatever time. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.